In today's video, I will be talking about the country of Taiwan. The current administration of Taiwan maintains that Taiwan is already an independent country, and thus does not have to push for any sort of formal independence from mainland China. The government of mainland China disagrees with this assertion. The Chinese government sees Taiwan as a breakaway province that will eventually be part of the country again. While some Taiwanese think this might happen in the future, others now feel that they already effectively have a separate nation whether or not independence is ever officially declared. The dispute with China has left relations frayed with a constant threat of a violent flare-up that could drag the US into the fray. There is a lot to unpack about this country, so, buckle up and let's go. Taiwan, officially the Republic of China, is a country in East Asia. Neighboring countries include the People's Republic of China to the northwest, Japan to the northeast, and the Philippines to the south. The main island of Taiwan has an area of 35,808 square kilometers, with mountain ranges dominating the eastern two-thirds, and plains in the western third, where its highly urbanized population is concentrated. Taipei is the capital as well as the largest metropolitan area of Taiwan. Other major cities include New Taipei, Kaohsiung, Taichung, Tainan and Taoyuan. With 23.57 million inhabitants, and a GDP per capita of $26,910, Taiwan is among the most developed countries of the world. What is the history and source of the China-Taiwan tension? In 1895 AD, following Japan's victory in the First Sino-Japanese War, the Qing government had to cede Taiwan to Japan. After World War II, the Republic of China, one of the victors, began ruling Taiwan with the consent of its allies the US and UK, after Japan surrendered and relinquished control of territory it had taken from China. However, in the next few years, a civil war broke out in China and the leader at the time Chiang Kaishek's troops were beaten back by the communist armies under Mao Zedong. Chiang and the remnants of his Kuomintang government fled to Taiwan in 1949. This group, referred to as mainland Chinese and then making up 1.5 million people, dominated Taiwan's politics for many years, even though they only account for 14% of the population. Having inherited an effective dictatorship, and facing resistance from local people resentful of authoritarian rule, and under pressure from a growing democracy movement, Chiang's son, Chiang Ching-kuo, began allowing a process of democratization, which eventually led to the 2000 election of the island's first non-KMT president, Chen Shui-bian. Is Taiwan an independent country? Taiwan is claimed as a province of the People's Republic of China. Taiwan and other islands are currently under the control of the Republic of China, commonly called Taiwan. Taiwan conducts official diplomatic relations with 15 countries, and is recognized by 15 United Nations member countries. Is Taiwan a part of China? Both the Republic of China and the People's Republic of China, still officially constitutionally, claim mainland China and the Taiwan area as part of their respective territories. In reality, the People's Republic of China rules only mainland China and has no control of Taiwan, but it claims Taiwan as part of its territory under its One China principle. Is Taiwan a rich or poor country? After World War II, Taiwan faced severe poverty. However, as of 2019, Taiwan's GDP broke $1.2 trillion. With a purchasing power parity of $52,300, Taiwan now ranks 19th highest in terms of GDP per capita. Why is Taiwan so wealthy? Since the 1980s, Taiwan has embraced free market policies that have catapulted the country into the higher echelons of economic development. Taiwan boasts a per capita GDP of $48,095, and is ranked as the 13th freest economy in the world, according to the Heritage Foundation's 2018 Index of Economic Freedom. Is Taiwan richer than Korea? Taiwan, with a per capita income of $40,000, ranks approximately 20% higher than South Korea, which has a per capita income of $33,000, when GDP per capita is measured in purchasing power parity. In fact, it ranks higher than Japan as well, which has a per capita income of $36,000. In terms of stock market capitalization per capita, Taiwan $36,000 also ranks ahead of both South Korea $25,000 and Japan $35,000. How safe is Taiwan? Taiwan is considered one of the safest places in the world because of its low crime rate. Taiwan is a very safe place to live with crime rates that consistently place it as one of the safest countries in the world. This is due to their strict adherence to the law. Taiwanese conduct themselves in an orderly and respectful manner, and when in Taiwan you should as well. How much does a trip to Taiwan cost? You should plan to spend around $165 per day on your vacation in Taiwan, which is the average daily price based on the expenses of other visitors. Past travelers have spent, on average, $15 on meals for one day and $8.71 on local transportation. Do I need a passport to go to Taiwan? U.S. citizens seeking entry as tourists or visitors are required to present a valid passport that will remain valid for the period of intended stay. As a U.S. passport holder, you will be allowed to enter Taiwan without a visa for up to 90 days if your passport is valid for more than 90 days. If you are planning a trip to Taiwan, the following are the areas you must explore. Number 1. Fulong International Sand Sculpture Festival in Taipei. From iconic buildings to celebrities to out-of-this-world artistic renderings, the Fulong International Sand Sculpture Festival has it all. You will be amazed by the sheer creativity and you will be allowed to do one of your own creations. While you're there, soak up some sun at Fulong, one of Taiwan's best beaches, or hop over to Landong Bay Park, where you can hike, fish, swim, or snorkel and dive with the tropical fish and corals. This area is home to the unique geographical phenomenon of mushroom rocks, beehive rocks, trace fossils, tofu rocks, marine erosion cliffs and marine erosion caves, so don't miss this special side of Taiwan. Number 2. The Miniatures Museum of Taiwan. The Miniatures Museum of Taiwan is the first museum to collect miniatures in Asia. The museum was founded on March 28, 1997, by Mr. Lin Wen-ren and his wife. It is located in Longshan District, in Taipei. Mr. Lin and his wife enjoyed buying little houses and toy cars for their children while traveling for business purposes. While in Netherlands, they discovered miniature art and were deeply attracted. They began buying accessories, furniture, and assembled miniature houses. At the same time, the couple participated in auctions and joined international miniature art associations. They began planning their museum in 1993. The museum contains first-rate artwork produced by renowned artists from around the world. World-class in scale, the museum contains approximately 200 assembled and ornamented works of art, including delightfully creative pieces such as architecturally accurate dollhouses with full interior and exterior decor along with a diverse set of dreamy, and exquisitely designed room boxes. This is an interesting museum where you can spend 1 to 2 hours enjoying the miniature crafts and replicas of different architecture from other countries. All creations are very detailed, and there's also a souvenir shop with unique items. Number 3. The National Chiang Kai-shek Memorial Hall. The Chiang Kai-shek Memorial Hall is a famous national monument, landmark and tourist attraction erected in memory of Generalissimo Chiang Kai-shek, former President of the Republic of China. It is located in Zhangjiang District in the capital Taipei. The monument, surrounded by a park, stands at the east end of Memorial Hall Square. It is flanked on the north and south by the National Theatre and National Concert Hall. After President Chiang Kai-shek died on 5 April 1975, the executive branch of the government established a funeral committee to build a memorial. The design, by architect Yang Cho Cheng, was chosen in a competition. Yang's design incorporated many elements of traditional Chinese architecture to mirror that of the Sun Yat-sen Mausoleum in Nanjing in mainland China. The Nationalist Party of China, also known as the Kuomintang, revered Dr. Sun as founder of the party, with the government led by Chiang Kai-shek. Groundbreaking for the memorial took place on 31 October 1976, the 90th anniversary of Chiang's birth. The hall officially opened on 5 April 1980, which was the 5th anniversary of the leader's death. The memorial is in the likeness of Kai-shek, who many regard as the savior of the Republic of China. Number 4. Elephant Mountain, also known as Ningong District Hiking Trail. Elephant Mountain, or Mount Elephant, is a mountain in Xinyi District in Taipei, Taiwan. Close to the Taipei Metro Xiangshan Station, the mountain is 183 meters high and has a hiking trail about 1.5 kilometers long. The Taipei 101 can be seen from the trail. The 6 giant rocks are a tourist attraction in Longshan, and serve as platforms for photographers. Climbing the many steps up this mountain in the late evening is not an easy feat. By the time you reach the peak, it might already be dark, but do not worry, because you will be rewarded with magnificent night views of Taipei 101 and the surrounding city. The climb is tough and challenging but doable. There is always a crowd at the very top, all jostling for a good viewing spot. Known locally as Longshan, this is a very popular attraction. Number 5. Longshan Temple Bangka. Longshan Temple is a Chinese folk religious temple in Wanhua District. The temple was built in Taipei in 1738 by settlers from Fujian during Qing rule in honor of Guanyin. It served as a place of worship and a gathering place for the Chinese settlers. In addition to its Buddhist elements, it includes halls and altars to Chinese deities such as Mizu and Guan Yu. Many festivals and celebrations are held in Longshan, often called meeting place of the gods for the wealth of deities worshipped here. Longshan means Dragon Mountain. Number 6. The National Palace Museum. National Palace Museum, located in Taipei, Taiwan, has a permanent collection of nearly 700,000 pieces of ancient Chinese imperial artifacts and artworks, making it one of the largest of its type in the world. The collection encompasses 8,000 years of history of Chinese art from the Neolithic age to the modern. Most of the collection are high-quality pieces collected by China's emperors. The National Palace Museum shares its roots with the Palace Museum in the Forbidden City in Beijing, whose extensive collection of artwork and artifacts were built upon the imperial collections of the Ming and Qing dynasties. This extraordinary collection of historic art treasures, fascinating for its depth and breadth, has miraculously escaped destruction over hundreds of years. The National Palace Museum remains the best repository of Chinese art and artifacts in the world. You will need around 3 hours to see it properly. The museum also has a cafe and gift shop, which has many interesting items. Number 7. The Yangmingshan National Park. Yangmingshan National Park is one of the 9 national parks in Taiwan, located between Taipei and New Taipei City. The districts that house parts of the park grounds include Taipei's Bitou and Xilan districts, and New Taipei's Wanli, Jinshan and Sanji districts. The national park is known for its cherry blossoms, hot springs, sulfur deposits, fumaroles, venomous snakes, and hiking trails, including Taiwan's tallest dormant volcano, Kaishek 7-Star Mountain, which is 120 meters. Here, you can embrace nature and flower gardens with a picnic or leisurely hike up the rolling hillsides of Yangmingshan. The park is accessible by public bus. Number 8. The National Revolutionary Martyrs Shrine. National Revolutionary Martyrs Shrine is a shrine in Zhongshan District, Taipei, dedicated to the war dead of the Republic of China. Built on Qingshan Mountain and overseeing the Keelung River in Taipei's Zhongshan District in 1969, the Martyrs Shrine recalls the architecture of the Hall of Supreme Harmony in Beijing's Forbidden City. The structure houses the spirit tablets of about 390,000 persons killed, among other engagements, during the Xinei Revolution, Northern Expedition, Second Sino-Japanese War, Chinese Civil War, and the First and Second Taiwan Strait crises. A changing of the honor guard from the various branches of the Republic of China military, similar to the rituals at the Sun Yat-sen Memorial Hall and Chiang Kai-shek Memorial Hall, take place at the shrine. You will marvel at the soldiers' precision at the changing of the guard ceremony that occurs every hour. Number 9. The Taipei Confucius Temple. Taipei Confucius Temple is a Confucian temple in Datong District, Taipei. It was built in 1879 during the Qing dynasty. The temple is modeled after the original Confucius Temple in Qufu, China. In keeping with the sober spirit of Confucianism, the building is appropriately austere. Visitors also won't find the spring couplets common at other types of temples. Some say this is because it would be rude to display the writing of another in a temple dedicated to the wise or sage. Among the Confucius temples in Taiwan, Taipei's is the only one adorned with Southern Fujian-style ceramic applique. At the main hall of the temple one can see a black plaque with gold lettering that reads, "Educate without discrimination." Every year on September 28, a grand ceremony with traditional music and stylized dancing is held at the temple in honor of Confucius. Number 10. The Bitou Trail. Bitou Trail is like the Taiwanese version of the Great Wall of China. On the way along the mountain range, there will be several gazebos to rest in, and each gazebo can offer different views. The visitor will then head out with a heart of adventure. Bitou Trail is about 3.5 kilometers in length. It takes about 2 to 3 hours to walk through. It is a thought-provoking hiking route. Visitors can walk along the ridge and enjoy the magnificent scenery in all directions. The trail itself is a ring-shaped system, with scenic walking route along ocean cliffs, featuring a lighthouse, stairs and lookout pavilions. It is divided into 3 sections: Bitou Lighthouse Trail, Bitou Valley Trail, and Bitou Cape Trail. Lighthouse Trail is the main trail, from Bitou Elementary School to the Bitou Lighthouse. Valley Trail goes over the mountain ridge where you can see the corner of the northeastern cape from above. It is the most popular tourist attraction with an unrivaled landscape of mountains and the sea. Cape Trail offers a rich and varied geological landscape of sea erosion. Number 11. The Ximending Shopping District of Taipei. Ximending is a neighborhood and shopping district in the Wanhua district of Taipei, Taiwan. It was the first pedestrian zone in Taiwan. Ximending is the source of Taiwan's fashion, subculture, and Japanese culture. Ximending has a host of clubs and pubs in the surrounding area. This area is in the northeastern part of Wanhua district in Taipei, and it is also the most important consumer district in the western district of Taipei. The well-known Ximending pedestrian area was the first pedestrian area built in Taipei and is the largest in Taiwan. Ximending became a well-known theater street in Taipei in the 1930s and grew even more prosperous after the defeat of Japan. In the 1950s, every theater was full to capacity and scalpers ran wild. Gradually, more theaters opened one after another. At one point, Wuchang Street Section 1 had over 10 theaters. However, in the 1990s, as Taipei City developed toward the eastern district and away from Ximending, it began to lose business. In 1999, the city government and local stores established Ximending as a pedestrian area, prohibiting the entrance of vehicles on weekends and national holidays, a move that attracted young consumers and brought back business. Today, Ximending has over 20 theaters and 6,000 vendors, and is a popular area for small concerts, album launches, and street performances. It is also home to the Red Envelope clubs set up in the 1960s. So, that was all about the contested country of Taiwan. Hope you liked this video. If you want to see more of these videos, let me know by subscribing to this channel and pressing the bell icon. Thank you, and see you next time with another video. Bye.